Welcome to another episode of Food Buffet Report. Today we are back at Carving Station Buffet talking once again about fonts.
We are? I thought we were talking about images more. Like the chef on the left, why is he the same size as that turkey? You see the turkey? And the turkey's red. What have they done? Why is it red?
Well, it might have like a red pepper marinade on it.
Red. And I like what they've wanted to re-emphasize as you're reading the menu. After you read the entire menu from top to bottom, all the rules and the pricing, there's some rules included in there that you can see. At the bottom, they want to reinforce open every day of the year, including holidays, all holidays. This carving station buffet never rests. Never. They don't rest.
Yeah, but do you remember we were talking last week about the sign that's outside, and the way they worded it was a little bit convoluted. They used two phrases where it could have been one to say that they were open every day, and inside in the sign here, they've summed it all up in one sentence that's very clear. Why couldn't they do that outside as well?
They overpaid for the sign.
Or maybe they had a little bit of extra space on the sign that they needed to fill up.
Yeah. They could have put some of the rules that they have here. Like, first of all, I like whenever they start the sentence with sorry.
You'd think they were Canadian.
Yeah. Sorry. No sharing and no doggy bags except for desserts.
Desserts?
What if you had an inside connection with the carving station buffet? Like, what do they call it? Like an inside man, where he could place non-dessert items in the dessert area, which would then allow you to circumvent this rule and take other things other than desserts because they were in the dessert section.
Or what if you had somebody that decided that they were going to put every single item from the dessert section on plates, bring them back to the table, and then say, yes, I'd like a doggy bag for my desserts. And they can't say no. They have to let you take those 5 whole cakes and that entire casserole dish of apple crumble all on plates back home in your doggy bag. They can't say no.
Do you think that possibly, and that would be a great thing if they would have left that one section open all holidays, which you don't really need because open every day. That section could say open every day of the year except for dessert thieves. And you would know. They would see that and be like, or buffet busters, like no buffet busters allowed, whatever they call them. I'm sure there's a term for people that come in and take advantage of buffets. They're laughing with their friends. Man, I'm going to wreck this buffet, man, and I'm taking as many desserts as I can fill in a doggy bag. They could change that and they could say, except for buffet busters, and those people wouldn't be allowed.
This is true. We can't overlook, though. We cannot overlook the font used in these signs predominantly. Do you know what the name of that font is?
No.
That's unfortunate because I feel like you would use that font unknowingly in an important document and be shamed for it. But never, ever, ever use Comic Sans font, which is that font, unless you were designing a comic strip.
Oh, I didn't know.
Now
that.
You know.
Their lunch goes all the way to 3:30.
Hey, that's fine. But what I don't understand is what is with the endings of those prices? $7.48, $10.28. $7.01. That would never fly here in Canada because, we got rid of pennies many years ago. We just round to the nearest nickel.
The lunch price is $10.28. But if you're there at 3:31, you're screwed. You're paying $10.98. 70 cents more for that 1 minute that you didn't get up out of bed. You screwed yourself. 70 cents in your hand, in your pocket. Do the math. You eat there once a week, 70 cents, 52 weeks. How much is that?
So that's $36.40 a year.
Think about that. So get up, have the lunch, save the 70 cents, pocket $36 and some change annually.
Dinner buffets often have a larger selection of items than lunch buffets. So if you pay that extra 70 cents, you might be actually getting more than 70 cents extra worth of variety.
When does it transition? How do you transition the buffet? So at 3:30, do they take off like all the sandwiches and stuff and all the cheap lunch food, and then they roll in the the roast beef and the ham and the red turkey. They roll all that stuff in.
Well, it's strange that the lunch goes from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and then dinner starts at 3:30. That gives them no time of transition in between. Like you'd think that maybe dinner would start at 4:30 or 5:30 instead, so that they could have an hour to transition the buffet from lunch mode to dinner mode. They haven't left themselves any leeway for that. So I'd love to be there at 3:30 and see what the transition looks like. Let's say you arrive at 3:00, okay? And you eat for an hour. In the last 30 minutes of that hour, you get the benefit of some of the dinner items. And then you go to pay the bill and they charge you $10.98 instead of $10.28, and you say, "Hey, I got here at 3:00. Why are you charging me the dinner price? I got here at 3:00. Yes, I stayed till 4, but I got here at 3:00. What price should that person pay?"
That's a good question, because they've spanned basically 2 eating periods.
That's right.
And, that's a tricky one. I don't know if they give you the option. Maybe there's an announcement. Like, do you ever go swimming when they announce Adult Swim and everyone has to get out of the pool?
Yeah.
All the kids, maybe that's what they do. They announce, you will now be charged 70 cents more unless you leave now.
Except, what if you go on your birthday and you're 17 when you get in the pool, and then you turn 18 and now they're telling you to get out of the pool, and you're like, I'm an adult now. I was a child when I arrived here, but now I'm an adult. So you can't ask me to leave.
Yeah, but would they have to have technically they turned 18, but don't you think they would have to have a party for it to be official? Like a real birthday party?
That's why they're at the swimming pool. It's a pool party. They didn't think that one through, did they?
And I feel sad for this buffet because it says open every day of the year. And it's they probably had a major streak whenever they opened, like in 1970, when they designed the interior of it. It's like this restaurant has been open every single day of the year since 1970. And then the pandemic hit. And it's like, our streak, it's gone. They lost the streak.
This buffet's in Florida. I don't think the pandemic ever happened there.
Do you think they should have added the date on there?
But that's a whole other story.
I'd like the
this
date
show's
on there.
over.
It is? What if they put open every day of the year since 1970? Or whenever they opened?
This show's over.
Yeah, we've done enough.
Bill was unable to answer a lot of questions. Why is it in Comic Sans? Why are the prices so weirdly numerated?
I don't care.
If you care, you're watching this video, please leave us a comment. What do you think of any of the things that we've said? Give us your feedback. We'd love to engage with you.
Yes. We'd love to engage with you. Give us your comments and feedback.